Hey everyone, I'm Captain Forrest Falcon. Welcome back to Persona 4 Golden Weekly. We have a phone call. Who is it? Hi, Marie. Look, what are you doing? You know, come and see me once in a while. I'll ask Margaret to let me leave more often. There's somewhere I want to go. I'll be waiting for you. Marie hangs up. You have a feeling you'll be spending a lot more time with Marie. Sure should be, considering that we decided to actually start dating her. And I am also aware that now that I think we have to hang out with her once before we can rank up our social link. You overhear students talking. Is the fog getting thicker and thicker, or is it just me? Does this mean the world's coming to an end? I actually heard someone say that. What do you think is going to happen? Earthquake? Tsunami? Huh? Nothing's gonna happen. It's just fog, you doofus. Besides, if something terrible happens, the defense force or somebody is sure to come save us. Yeah, I guess you're right. What if some giant monster attacks Inaba or aliens? I saw a movie about something like this. Late student running in as usual. Oh, right. This was a thing that happened. How many years ago was that? You know, I probably should have hung out with our fellow athletes sometime, gotten them up to rank 9. Then they'd probably be ready to rank up. Got the highest score! Yay! Resident Genius here. Came closer. So we can rank up with Yosuke and Chi whenever. We should probably do that. Real culprit has finally been identified. Is it possible that the fog will shroud the entire world by the end of the year? Regardless, you must defeat the one behind all this before then. Alright, so now we're going to start what should be a pretty busy week, because we're going to be tackling quests, we're going to be tackling a bunch of social links to try and catch up on as many as we can. Hasn't been clear forever. How long has this poison fog been around? I've been really scared lately. There's been something I want to ask somebody. Fear won't go away. It takes a lot of endurance to wait for that crucifix while I'm this scared. Oh yeah, and then you want the Virgin Mary, somewhere hot and humid, which I haven't been to in forever. A friend told me, he said that this romance won't go well. He says that your first love never turns out the way you want. That's not true, right? It might be. Thought so. Yeah, even Forrest agrees with him. Everyone's saying that it must be true. Yeah, just take what you hear for granted. Could you listen to me for a second? Okay. Girl on the roof. What do you think she thinks of me? Well, there's nothing I can do to change myself. I already have a plan. You know, that girl said she wanted to be a vet, so I think that she'll need an animal guide. So if I give one to her as a present, don't you think it'll score me major points? But my problem is that I don't have the Slay's Coup where I can find something like that. Do you have any idea? I'll check the TV. Huh, you mean like infomercial or something? You don't? What? Yeah, just blatantly tell him. No, I'm gonna jump inside a TV, look through some shadow-swarmed, we'll call them department stores. Really, we aren't actually paid anything. It's basically like Black Friday. We just beat everyone out to get what we want. Alright, Aurora, I'll give you something. Picture book that an old scholar or magician would use. From a magician, like on top of a cloud or something. Yeah, I love how specific they sometimes get with just in trying to give you the hints you need to figure out which one you're gonna go and get. We haven't gotten your thing, right? Oh, you actually found it for me! I was in a similar situation. Do you know of a writer who once said life is like a box of matches? You know those words. You are awarded with the principal's special lecture. Your diligence is greatly increased. Excellent. Oh, I can't wait to put this with the rest of my collection. Okay, cool. Thank you, Principal. Alright, we could also talk to the teachers, because... What's that? Oh, I didn't forget about it. Thank you so much. I can't believe you found it for me. Amazing. It looks like it could be used to tell fortunes. Maybe I'll go home and study fortune telling. Here's a token of my thanks. Oh, I've seen a book called Inogawa's Esoterium Compendium at the bookstore. Oh yeah. Ah, Forrest, your test results are to be commended. In this noisy little town, most forget that the quest for knowledge is more important than trivial matters. Please accept this gift as a token of my appreciation. Goddess Soma. Seems that lately you're the only one I've been giving pieces of my collection to. Fog isn't clearing, and it doesn't seem like anyone's learning in class anymore. But I shouldn't burden a student with such concerns. Please stay focused on your studies. What was the quest? How did you come upon a metal as rare as this? No, don't tell me. There's no need for me to know. Yeah, don't worry. I don't need to hear about your TV expeditions. And we got mystical scarabs. Isn't it kind of weird for Fog to stick around this long? People are even starting to wear gas masks. I'm convinced now it's dangerous. And yet my mother says I have to keep going to school. What should I do? I want a gas mask. Oh, it looks like you've got another question for us, homely student. I notice that more and more people are starting to wear gas masks when I'm running errands. No one in my family's bought one yet, but maybe we better get them while we can. I'd like another favor. Hear her out. Could you find me a piece of classy lumber? It's a different category of lumber from any other kind. Think of building a shelf, something nice that you can display models on. I want to surprise my dad with it, but I can't seem to get a hold of any quality wood. I know it's a lot, but Senpai, you're the only one who can do this. Leave it to me. Okay, where is this particular one gonna be? Is it all? Yeah, it's also in the clouds, so a lot of quests now are like saying, go to heaven. Talk about stuff. I think she understands now. She was just worried about how protective I'd be. I'm just relieved she knows how much I care about her. Yeah, but... Hey, what do you want to do this weekend? I'd be fine with just walking around somewhere. Outside? Are you crazy? Everyone else says the fog's poisonous. Oh, come on, that's all in your head. I mean, we've been fine so far, right? Yeah, sure. The tension is thick. Like, for some people, the fog has gotten to the point where it's like, you know, I really can't ignore this, and others are like, nah, don't worry about it. Kanji seems to be ready. Today's a bad day. Huh? You sure you can afford to be taking it so easy? Probably not, considering the world could end on any single day. There haven't been any clear days lately. This is weird, definitely weird. Miko, you're worrying too much. It's just fog. Fog is normal. Maybe I'm just used to it, but... Yeah, and maybe the fog's also started to affect some people's minds at this point. Everyone complains about the fog, but I don't mind how thick it is at all. It's like, it makes it easier to think, even though you can't remember what you were thinking about later. For example, if I turn my radio on the fog, it really feels like I can hear those broadcasts from years ago. It's almost like I can still hear the voice of the girl that I used to play with. To be honest, I have another favor to ask of you. Let's hear it. I'd like to build another crystal radio just like the one I had when I was a kid, but I can't find what I need. Old ore, got any? I'll try to find it. So, where is it going to be? I haven't been able to find it. Maybe a fish or something is hiding a piece. In paradise. Okay. I heard this one radio show that it's important to treasure your past. I decided to forget about it, but maybe the past is too important to ignore after all. But the teachers have been saying, and then the radio... Forrest-kun, I saw the exam results. You make me so happy. I want to give you something nice as a reward, but there was a little slip-up. I'm sorry. I wish there was something else I could give you. I'll continue to expect great things from you. Thanks. What's up with everyone? All this talk about the fog being poisons that stupid Midnight Channel. There's got to be a perfectly natural cause for all of this, but nobody's figured it out yet. It gives me the creeps, like looking at unfinished art. What are you talking about? Look at this. There's only, like, weird black particles floating around in it. Like, as if there was just, like, a huge volcanic eruption and the air is now filled with volcanic ash. And there's people on the ground that are just mumbling. Show the cookie show I usually watch on TV. I wonder what I'm going to do about dinner. These guys are all fine. Okay, so I think I might have what he needs if I sell all my stuff. Yeah, there's a lot more people that are not doing well. Hey, you, where's your gas mask? The fog is poison, so you have to be careful. Everyone's saying it, so it has to be true. Get a hold of yourself. What? I know what I'm saying. It's poison. isn't it? I mean, honestly, I feel like breathing in chunks of shadows is probably going to have some effect on you. I see. You're going to your grandma's place. Mm-hmm. It might be just until New Year's is over, though. So, is your grandma nice? Oh, yeah, she's really nice. She gives me lots of food and snacks, too. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the kids are still having just a good time of it. No problems with them. I heard this fog is poisonous. If Mayu-chan and me both get sick, which one will you save first? What? But I can't pick. That again? You're always like that, Shota. You know what that's called? Wishy-washy. Can't we all just go home? The fog is poisonous after all. I mean, this has been going on for weeks at this point. It feels like you probably should have considered just going home like before now. Since all I hear from everyone is poison, poison, I've gotta get kind of freaked out too. Okay. Yeah, everyone's military chic, and I feel like I talked to them already. For some reason, I feel relaxed. I never realized how relaxing it would be to just let the voices take over. I've been missing out. I wonder what they'll tell me to do next. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. That definitely doesn't sound... Oh, it's horrible. I think I'm going to collapse. Everyone's saying the fog is poisonous. I've already inhaled so much of it. My mother-in-law seems to have lost her appetite, too. She won't eat at all. Dog isn't happy. Although he wasn't doing well before because I think she was doing terrible cooking and giving it to the dog. Okay. Everybody's acting pretty strange. They're all worried about poison, saying how obvious it is. Is it really that obvious? I won't go so far as to say it's poison, but it ain't normal, that's for sure. You better be careful. The lamp is still in the clouds. I understand now. My wife let me have it. She said I was a failure as a husband. I left it all to her, and the only thing I've done is kick rocks around here. Everyone takes me for a fool. That's a rumor, at least. Yeah, I can't even escape this at Okina City. But we gotta get the Neko Shogun doll. Obviously, we can't let this go. World might be ending, but we are damn well going to get this doll. Ball lightning. Okay, we got something though, so we made progress. Hey you, I saw you riding that bike. Yeah, that was me. Aha, I knew it. The police at this station are useless. You have to help me. It's my Mika-chan. She's missing. I thought she'd been fine since Emmy-chan was with her, but she goes wandering out sometimes by herself. What if she winds up in Inaba and someone kidnaps her? You can go further on that bike. Can you go look for my Mika-chan in Inaba? Sure. Thank you, I'm counting on you. If you call her name Mika-chan, she'll answer. She really likes meat. I hope she isn't eating stuff off the ground that she's not supposed to. Find the pet. Got it. And this guy is just like, yeah, maybe I'll see a movie. Hey kid, the fog's pretty thick. Be careful on that bike, okay? Yeah, the fog, it's dangerous. Be careful. It's cute as well. Okay, the fog is dangerous. One more quest here. Hey, you seem too fashionable to be around here. That's it. You smell like the city. Now I'm just a quiet country housewife, but I was once a goddess of the stage. Ah, those days, the roar of the crowd, the smoldering gazes of the men. Listen, will you grant a wish of mine? Sure. Very kind of you. You'll be a great man someday. I went into that clothing store, but they didn't have anything I need. I want an invincible skirt. If you find something like that, give it to her. An invincible skirt. Castle rocks from some labs. We don't happen to have somebody that already has that on or something. Is that maybe why it doesn't look like it? No. Okay, so I think we've taken care of most of the quest stuff we can do right now, except maybe going into the Daidaras and selling off some of our stuff, and we might be able to get the one that we need the thick hides for. But yeah, so for the rest of the week, the goal is working on social links. So ideally, my goal before we do this dungeon is I want to have basically all our main party members' social links done. And then I'm also going to do a couple others. Oh yeah, we also want to have Marie's done. We actually have to do that twice because I do believe we need to hang out with her once before we can get the final one. And then after that, we're going to do work on a couple of social links that we're not finished yet. So I think first of all, we're going to hang out with Ayane. It's been a long time since we've hung out with her. And also, I want to try and schedule things out so I can take advantage of some night social links. Because, yeah, that'll just work a lot better. Then we don't have to worry about wasting any days. Man, practice, you played your trumpet with passion. I don't need more expression. I've already got all the expression I need in the world. Samagawa Ring. After practice, Ayane took you here. Fog has enveloped the area.
Senpai!
Senpai, over here. This is where I usually practice. There's never anyone around, so I can relax while I play. Sorry for dragging you out here on such short notice, but I thought it would be easier for me to tell you something here. I think I need to start
being more selfish.
Okay.
For as long as I can remember, I've never expressed my opinions. I've let them just build up inside me. I was trying to protect myself from conflicts by just avoiding them. But sometimes arguing about something and talking through it is what makes a relationship stronger, I think. I'm finally starting to see that. Well, no, that's not true.
No, that's...
Oh, God. Sorry, Ayane. I feel bad for not letting you voice you, especially since you're like, I need to be more selfish, I need to start being more assertive, that sort of thing, and then it's just like, I'm just cutting over you.
I've known that all along. I was too scared to admit it. I was afraid of speaking my mind and getting shot down. I didn't want anyone to hate me.
That's why I thought I could avoid getting hurt by just going with the flow. It was the easiest way out.
But then you came along and made me realize I was just pretending not to see what I was doing. I've been keeping a lot of unpleasant emotions buried inside. In fact, the real me can be pretty selfish. I want people to notice me, but I never make the first move. Selfish, right? That's me. That's why when I think about the other day and how I threw away everything you did for me, I feel guilty. But you helped me do a lot of things I couldn't have done on my own. I pushed myself past my limits, and on top of that, I got to hang out with someone I really care about. Most importantly, you made me look myself in the eye. I never could have done that alone. You helped me hear my own voice.
So, from now on, I'm not gonna pretend that I don't care what happens anymore.
I'll express my opinion, say what I think, and if that gets me on someone's bad side, then that's that. If I want to get what I want in life, I've got to speak my mind. I owe it all to you. Before, Senpai. Thank you.
Ayane is smiling cheerfully. Seems you were to help guide Ayane through her problems. Thank you. Rank 8. Yeah, so we kind of left her hanging on the turning point in her social link where she has like her great epiphany of this is what I need to do different from now on.
That being said, there's something else.
Ayane's blushing.
Senpai, I...
You have a hunch what she wants to say. However, you are already in a relationship with another girl. What should you do? Yeah, so I personally, I almost kind of would prefer it if, rather than it being like you step in to say it first, which is what this kind of feels like, is that you just give her the moment to say it herself. Since this whole thing that she's just said is just like, she wants to be more assertive, more selfish. So I would rather this was more like her taking the lead on that, and you just allow her to do it. Because then it makes more sense for change the subject. It's just like you interrupt her train of thought that she's going for. Anyway, I'm sorry, Ayane. There was definitely a chance that you could have been the one for this playthrough, but it's not going to be this time. You changed the subject and relieved the tension. Hey, how do you feel about fishing? For some reason, I always talk up fishing, but I never actually do it much myself. I've done it like, what, twice? Damn.
Oh, never mind. Well, I better get home.
Damn.
So, goodbye.
Goodbye.
You partied with Ayane and went home. Damn it, like, it feels like it's like, she's made this huge turning point, and then it's like, this is my big chance to really do something, to carry through on my words there, and then it's like, damn, he shot me down immediately. That's gotta be rough. Okay, so, with the way things are right now, like, you know, just the world's ending, we gotta hurry up and stop the Dachi. Like, there's not... We gotta focus so much on getting prepared and everything. I think now's the perfect time to start the tutoring social link, don't you? This is the perfect time where it's like, yeah, end of the world and all that, forget that. We gotta help this kid through school. That's the main priority for now. You decided to work as a tutor today. Hey!
I'm Shu Nakajima.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Shu. I could have tutored you, like, started this, like, months ago, but I decided to leave it to the very, 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 very last possible minute.
I'm sorry, he's just a shy boy. But he's so smart, you know. He got the highest score in his class on his last test, and the teacher...
Mom!
Enough of that. We're going to study now, so get out. Oh, of course, dear. I don't want to bother you while you're learning. But still, Forest-kun, was it? I hear Yasugami's high scores are starting to climb up there. She was already in second year of middle school, so we need to start thinking of applying to high schools. Well, knowing him, I'm not worried about getting into a good college, but a good school, but when it's time for college... Mom, that's enough, I said. Oh my, I guess you're right. Well then, Forest-kun, please make sure you teach him well. Study hard, Shu-chan, okay?
Wow, you already joined the Ellipses crew. Wow, like, immediately. We didn't even make it past the first conversation. Not bad. Yeah, so with regards to high school, don't worry. I feel like if Chie and Kanji are managing all right, then you're not gonna have any problems.
Forest-san, right? Let me tell you up front, I have no intention of attending Yasugami High. The cram school I was going to wasn't that good, so I decided I need to switch to private tutoring. You were the only one available, so... If I think you're inadequate, I'll have you replaced immediately. Remember that.
I mean, considering it took you this long to get a tutor, and I was the only one, and I ignored you for months, good luck getting another tutoring one. So don't worry about me. You fire me, good luck getting another tutor out here in the middle of nowhere.
No.
Oh, of course I'm not concerned. I'd rather not waste time introducing myself to a stream of prospective tutors. Then, what should we start with? I don't have any particular subjects that I'm bad at. If you feel confident that you can teach him, PE. Let's do some phys ed right here in your room. The perfect one. That's not funny. She fixes you with an icy glare, but you ignore it. Damn it, we're gonna work out like crazy. Your diligence is increased. That's the more important thing. You tutored Shu. He grasped concepts quickly, he answered the problems you have for him in no time at all. Worked hard on explaining the subject to him in an easy to understand manner. Gained expression and knowledge. We'll continue next time. You were a good tutor. It was easy for me to understand what you were talking about. Sure, my natural intelligence had something to do with that as well, of course. You're more than welcome to come again, whenever you have the time. I'll keep working at my own pace as well, so please come teach me again.
You're accepted as a new tutor. You become acquaintances with Shu Nakajima, the snooty tutoring pupil. You feel a faint bond forming. I think this is the last one we actually have to establish. Yep, so December 8th, finally starting the last social link. There should be +1 creeper soldiers in the Tower Arcana. You only have like a couple left, I think, at this point. So really, it's like you're gonna boost like one persona max with this.
Goodbye.
Okay, thank you. Very warm and encouraging, but I will take the money. Thank you so much.
Hey.
Oh, good morning, Force-kun. It's finally time to fight the real culprit. To be honest, I'm still shocked to learn that it was Adachi-san, but I can never forgive what he said or what he's done.
We have to win this battle.
Uh-huh. I won't lose either. I'm worried about Nanako-chan, and we can't just let him do whatever he wants. Put an end to this for everyone's sake, and for my own.
You go, Yukiko. Now, be careful not to breathe in any of the shadow particles. Hey, Naoki. I'm sorry, I've got a really tight schedule to keep. I'm gonna have to save you for later. Our main focus right now has got to be making sure we get all the other party members going.
It sure is getting cold as we move into December. The fog's not lifting either, so be sure to stay healthy. I was just watching something on TV. Those polar bears sure aren't active even in the cold. Fuzzy, wuzzy polar bears. Their fur isn't actually white, you know. Isn't that right, Force-kun? You seem happy about something.
Do you know what color a fuzzy wuzzy polar bear's fur really is? Fuzzy wuzzy isn't. Transparent.
Good job. Yep, it's actually transparent. The transparent fur scatters the light that hits it, making it appear white to us. Their skin is black, though, letting them efficiently absorb the sun's rays. Those animals are well equipped to have fun in the cold.
You gave the correct answer. Knowledge has increased. We're gonna hit that rank 6 or 7 knowledge any day now. Okay, today it's gonna be Risette Day.
Oh, Senpai.
I know, let's go do something together. A day's rest is enough to help you feel better. We'll do our best tomorrow after we've recharged today. How does that sound?
Maybe you should hang out with Risette. Let's do it. Afternoon.
Uh-huh.
Risette looks happy. Hill overlooking town. Man, isn't the view beautiful up here? You can really see all the scattered shadow particles. Fog has enveloped the area, and something else.
I thought about it. Why my mind just went blank when I heard about Konami. I mean, I ran away from showbiz because I was tired of being an idol. So I shouldn't have had any problems. And yet, I felt so angry about it. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, Risette is Risette too. It's still a part of you.
You knew all along, huh? But really, that's how it was. Risette's name in lights, idolized by the masses. That was me, too. I didn't want to lose that me.
She's smiling sheepishly.
There's no way to become someone else. I ran away from my plain, gloomy self. Then I ran away from my idol self. Right now, I'm the homicide detective self, I guess. I would have run away from that as well if I didn't realize. I've been trying to become how I wanted to be. I pick a role. When I'm through with it, I continue chasing the real me by picking another role. When in fact, those roles are all me. I don't want to run away anymore. I don't want to search somewhere else for myself. I'm gonna hang in there. As the complete me.
Risette spoke her mind, looking straight at you. You feel your relationship with Risette has grown deeper. There you go, Risette. Now you're getting things. Her determination battle has been enhanced even further. She can now protect the party at times. If an ally would fall to an attack that hits the entire party, Risette will block it once. So Risette will actually be able to do the job of saving me that nobody else has been able to do so far. Now I'll finally actually have a note.
I'm glad I came to this town.
Although the problem is that if they kill somebody else before me, because then she'll save them, and then I'll still be left to eat it the next round of damage we take.
I'm glad to have met you and the others, too. Let's go home, Senpai.
You walked Risette to her house and went home. But yeah, that's a super nice perk to get. I don't actually remember what her last one is, but I'm pretty sure it's also going to be pretty worth it. Yeah, so one of the reasons to spend with Ayane is because of the fact that we can hang out with her tonight and then just get her ready for the next rank already.
I'm sorry the fog's so thick that I couldn't tell who it was at first.
All I see is dark blobs before my eyes.
Do you think that there's something wrong going on, Senpai?
Oh, definitely. Don't worry, Ayane. It's just the poisonous fog is... It's going to turn everyone into shadows and cause oblivion. Nothing to worry about. Just listen to the voices.
Senpai.
The other day, a neighborhood kid asked me to play trombone. Since I'm not very good, I told him no, but he kept asking me, so I played for him in the park. And then all the neighbors started coming around. Everyone brought their own instruments, and we had a little jam session. There was a shakuhachi, a tambourine, a shamisen. It was interesting to mix everything together.
It's fun, it's good.
You're right. Music should be fun, so I think it was definitely a good thing. Everyone was laughing, saying that they had so much fun. It made me happy. Music is truly remarkable. If only it could make this fog go away.
You and Ayane got to know each other over small talk. You feel your relationship could become stronger soon.
Oh, sorry, I have to go home soon. Oh, do you want this?
This is my...
Okay, thank you, Ayane. You don't always have to give me just whatever you're hanging on to, right? Like, I don't need the present just for talking to you. It's fine to just let the conversation be the present. Your presence can be the present. My brother passed out yesterday. No one at the hospital knows what caused it. Parents are saying it's because of the poisonous fog. Don't worry about what's causing it. I have great news for you. I joined a club called the Healing Club. It's going to teach us how to neutralize the toxins in the fog. It's pretty popular in my area. I know a lot of people who are in the club. Why don't you join too? Ask your brother to join the club. Can you tell me more about it? I'm seriously starting to worry about my health. I've been starting to feel ill recently, you know? But your club can cure me? If it's popular, then it must work, right? If I saw it on TV, it must work, right? It's still foggy all over town, but believe it or not, harsh weather makes your body stronger. I heard that on the TV yesterday, and I'm pretty sure that's right. Thank you, Mr. Kondo. Just doubling down right on that idea. But man, with all this fog, I bet people with curly hair are having a hard time keeping their dues nice. Alright, here's a question about hair. Falcon, you're looking at me, so this question is for you. What determines whether hair grows curly or straight? Sheer willpower. I can will my hair to grow however it wants. Cross-section. Wow, you knew this one. Yes, a hair's shape determines whether it's going to be curly or straight as it grows. Straight hair is perfectly round, but a curly hair is oval or triangular. The flatter hair's cross-section, the curlier the hair becomes. I heard that from Miss Kashiwagi. You answered correctly. Ding. So here's the dog. There's an unfamiliar dog staring at Sosei Degaku. Should you try calling its name? Mika-chan. Unfamiliar dog. The dog isn't responding. Maybe you should try calling it by a different name. But Mika-chan was the name. Yuri-chan? Emmy-chan. Should you try waiting until it notices you? Sure. You decide to wait until it notices you. Woof! The dog noticed you, but got surprised and ran away. You feel sure it won't come back again today. You should check back another day. So we spent all that time just like, notice me, unfamiliar dog, notice me.
Yep.
You tell Ko that Aebahara wanted to know his type. Huh, my type? No, what's all this about? Anyway, you're putting me on the spot here. Well, a nice girl? I'll keep that for later. Okay, so today we're maxing out another social link for... I guess this is going to be the first one of this week. Ideally, we should be able to get like 3 people maxed out, I think.
Yes.
Yukiko looks happy. Samagowa floodplain. Fog has enveloped the area. The boxed lunch Yukiko brought looks delicious.
Don't worry, it's good.
It looks pretty good, and you were feeling confident about it until she said that. You decided to close your eyes and shove it into your mouth. Yeah, that's the sound of someone who's fully faithful that this is a good decision. It's delicious.
Is it good? Really? Thank goodness. Oh, well, of course it is.
Showing a little
The
self-awareness.
cooking was done by the head chef. He took over again. But he told me I've gotten a lot better.
Just not enough to trust with the last part of it.
I'm also thinking of continuing my studies for a job license. I don't plan to leave anymore, but I thought I might as well. I'm glad I realized sooner. If I'd struck out on my own, I know I would have regretted it. I wanted to become completely self-sufficient. But I think I was being presumptuous. I have the inn. I have my family. I have the waitresses and chefs. I am who I am now because I was raised by such a kind group. When I think of it that way, my problems aren't just my own. That's why I'm going to stay here, by my own will.
Did you think it over? I mean, obviously you did, just by what you told me, but just to reinforce it. Yukiko's strong will that allowed her to accept and overcome her weakness has awakened her heart's true power. Now it's shinier. Yukiko's persona has been reborn. Konohana Sakyo has transfigured into a Matarasu. Not the dog variety, the other type of a Matarasu.
This is my new power? The power you've shown to me.
Although it would be funny to have Ammy show up there as the persona. I would dig it.
Power I will treasure. I want you to have this.
You obtained Shrine Charm.
It's a charm from that shrine to protect you.
Thank you. Go smiling gently.
I think of you as an irreplaceable friend. No matter how far apart we are, even if we never meet again, that feeling will never change. You're dear to me.
You can feel Yukiko's pure, simple emotion. You feel a strong bond between you and Yukiko. La la la, another persona social link ranked up. You can make Scat Hatch. How the heck do you pronounce that? Is the T even pronounced or is it silent? I'm not sure. It's reached its maximum. Boards cannot. You've gotten the mentor. And is that like hack? Would it be... Also, is it more like Skathak? Skathak? Skathach? Skathak? Well, we won't have to worry about that until we actually bother fusing it. Okay, so... Divine Grace is really good. Especially with Meteorama. Thing is that I believe Yukiko's next skill up is going to be Meteorahan. So in that case, I feel like Divine Grace isn't as important to have anymore. I still kind of like having these two here. So I feel like once we have Meteorahan, it doesn't matter so much that we're losing Divine Grace. And we'll probably be fine to go like, what is it, 6 levels or something of Yukiko without Divine Grace. I'm gonna go with this. I think it's the choice to make. Yeah, because like I said, it is 6 levels, 65.
I've never known any boys who I could call close friends. I'm very happy.
Yeah, because every boy was just like taking turns hitting on you as like a challenge before.
Let's talk, shall we?
So it's probably a nice change of pace, just having that sort of friend. Evening! You can work as a tutor today. Which instead of ignoring, we're actually going to be continuing to do. Tutoring, let's go. We still have our persona. We're all good to go. You tutored Shu.
Can you teach me this?
With regards to question 4 here, why does it use this formula?
You tried to explain it to him in a way that he could understand. Your expression has increased.
Isn't this cheesecake delicious? I bought it from an online shop that's all the rage these days. It's been the top-ranked store for 15 weeks straight. Just like Shu-chan, first place in everything.
Stop
Mom!
it.
But you're my pride and joy. So Forrest-kun, about Shu. Do you think he could make it into Tokyo University? I don't want him to ever have to have any hardship. Once he's in a good college, he's set, right? Everyone has natural talent. Shu-chan just happens to be how smart he is. I just want him to go to a good college so he can get a good job, then buy a good house and find a good...
Mom. Don't you worry about me, Mom. I'm always on top. I'm right now, and I always will be.
That's right, he really is the perfect child.
Shu's mother continues to lavish praise on her son. You almost spent more time hearing that than actually tutoring him.
Mister.
If I get into a good college, am I really set? I don't know, I haven't been to college yet. I'm still in high school.
Huh?
Isn't it almost time for the entrance exams? Shu looks at you questioningly. I don't really need to be set just yet. I don't really know what that's supposed to mean anyway. Well, I need to study. There's no point in asking about college unless I'm really smart. She was looking down.
Raison d'etre.
Do you know what that means? Sure I do. I'm surprised. Well, it makes sense since you're 3 grades above me. He nods. It's irrelevant. I only have Mom, and the guys at school are all kids. It seems that Shu has opened his heart to you, if only a little. Feel that your relationship with Shu has deepened slightly. Glad he didn't ask me to explain Raison d'etre in depth. He just took my word for granted. You've heard that before, right? Yep, cool. Don't need to bring that up ever again. Huh. Time's already up. We were still in the middle of that last question. So I could stay, but I think this is one that requires like diligence 5. It's like one of the few reasons to actually have your diligence up to 5. So then you don't have to do an extra hangout with him or something. Although I think that if we do like one night hangout, or not a night hangout, if we do one fortune, I think we'll be fine. To go to the next rank. You haven't bought anything. Hey, Tonica, you still selling those gas masks? Sure is. Still for the same price. I'm surprised you didn't mark it up with how much those are flying off the shelves. No, I'm not reading. Vegetables. I need cabbage and I don't know why I'm buying so many vegetables. I'm not even going to be able to use all of these probably. Hey, Chie and dog. You spot that unfamiliar dog staring at Sosai Daigaku. Urgh. Seems extremely angry for some reason. What do? Try talking to it. Dog is still wary of you, but seems to calm down a little. What can you do to put it off its guard? Maybe you should try giving it something from Sosai Daigaku. Unfortunately, you don't have any food from there right now. Okay, then I will buy just a steak skewer. Is that good enough? I will buy a couple. Okay, can I buy the other one? There, we have a couple options. Here, take the steak skewer. Woof. The unfamiliar dog took what you gave it and ran off. Will it be less wary of you next time? Come back another day. Hisano! My Force-chan, I'm happy to see you. She smiles gently. Will you spend the day? Yes.
Yes.
I'd be happy to. She smiles gently. I was lying to you.
I'm not really Death.
I did wish that he would die. So he died for me. That's what I wanted to think. I thought maybe that would prove that he still loved me. I didn't want to accept that he had died all by himself, not remembering me, leaving me behind. I understand the feeling. Do you have someone who you hold dear yourself? Smiles gently.
But the truth is, I don't have any special powers like that. I am not Death. Just another boring human being. Waiting for a miracle that never came. Before I knew it, I was wishing death on the one person I loved most in the world. I was lonely, forgotten, and loving, being loved. All that is what goes into making us human.
Even if he did forget me in the end, the life we spent together were proof. The lives we spent together were proof of our dedication to each other. His love for me was never a lie. All those letters are proof. I just didn't get it.
But it's too late now, isn't it?
No, it isn't. Perhaps you're right. I think I'll try living as the Hisano he loved once more. A spark has returned to Hisano's eyes. It seems you were able to give Hisano some support. Only one rank left.
The man I loved is gone. I can't ignore that fact any longer. I need to face the truth head on. I want to see you again.
You left Hisano and went home. We're just gonna quickly draw the tower, and then we should be good to go again tomorrow. It says mild blessing. Could become stronger soon. Perfect. Just what we need to see. Time passes, you tied it to the fortune, or you tie the fortune up. Monday!
Yo.
Hey, Senpai, I haven't seen you in the morning for a while. Still, with the real bad guy being a cop on the case, that really surprised me, man. But now there's nothing for us to wait for. We just have to go kick his ass. Let's show that sucker, Senpai. Let's get prepared. Yeah, you're right. We ain't saving anyone this time. This is payback. He'll learn what it means to deal with us the hard way. The Kanji way. Yeah, Kanji way is just getting... just from the top of the rope, coming down with the chair over the head. And then just foot driving him all the way across into the abyss. And Ayane is already set to go. And that's it, because like I think everyone else is also all ready to go. Okay, today is the next social link we're gonna max out.
Yo, Forrest, you tired? Pushing things isn't gonna help us. I know, how about we take a little break?
Yeah, you've been ready for a while too, Yosuke, so it's about time. I see. Thanks, man. He looks happy. Yeah, this is another one that's overdue. Samagawa Riverbank. Yosuke brought you here, a solemn look on his face.
There's something I wanted to tell you. Somewhere deep down, I didn't trust you. No, it's more like I was jealous of you. I thought you were like me. Coming from the city to the countryside, I thought you'd be bored out of your mind here. But as soon as you got here, you called your persona, became our leader, gathered people. You're a hero. I like you for that, and I'm proud of you. But I guess I was jealous at the same time.
You guess? I guess?
I didn't realize it. When I called you special, I thought some more about it. I think out of everyone, I wanted to be acknowledged by you the most. So, I want you to hit me. Give me a good one. Knock out all this crap inside of me. I want to be equal with you. I want us to stand shoulder to shoulder. So come on.
Will hitting Yosuke make you and him equal? Alright, but you hit me first. Or let's do it on like 3 consecutive punches at the same time.
Huh? But I don't have a reason to hit you.
Exactly, that's what makes it equal.
I got it now. If we're equal, then I guess you're right.
Exactly.
Okay, here I come. Take your best shot.
Boom. You brawled it out with Yosuke. That was a few more than one hit. But there's the ones that connected. Same time.
Your punches are brutal. I was seeing stars there for a second.
Well, good to know we didn't hold back. We gave you exactly what you wanted, Yosuke.
But thanks, man. I don't know how to say it, but that sure beat words.
Yosuke's face is peaceful.
You can have this.
You obtained the bunny's bandage.
If you start bleeding, put that on. You know, we should fight more often.
I like how he gave us a band-aid. It's probably just like, here, this is some medical treatment for your wounds from that, and we're just like, cool, this will be a very important memento that I will treasure forever.
Phew. The sky's so high up. Is Saki-senpai watching us? Is she smiling at us?
They're taking bets on the fight that we had.
Senpai, I'm going to live without lying to myself, without deceiving myself. Days like today, days like before when I did nothing, They're all important days. They're all days you didn't live to see. I'm going to live them here.
Yosuke smiling gently. Yosuke's strong will that allowed him to accept and overcome his weaknesses awakened his heart's true power. Yosuke's persona has been reborn. Jiraiya has transfigured into Susanoo. Got the nice, all the spinning, just maximum spin. Get dizzy looking at that too much. I guess the reason there are two O's is because there's the second.
Is my power?
There's the second thing spinning around the neck.
Power to protect what's dear to me, huh? Just what I wanted. Let's keep at it so we can live every day with a smile, leader.
You got it. You can feel Yosuke's warm trust. You feel a tight bond between you and Yosuke. Maxed. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a genuine bond. These genuine bonds shall be your eyes to see the truth. We bestow upon the ability to create Mata of the Magician Arcana. What's the Mata you? Nothing's the Mata anymore, because we got another bond, and we got the Intoxicator for that. Okay, sure. Learn to evade electricity. I think the obvious choice is Garula. We don't need to have Magarula and Garula, even though it's gonna be a question again once we get to Garudai, but we'll see.
Well,
we'll see
we're
how
all
things
counting
go
on
when
you,
we
partner.
get there. We spent a long while with Yosuke, mostly recovering from the fight. That feels like the most logical thing to come out of that. Do 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 do. Veggies, let's harvest now. Yeah, so we probably got a few harvests left. They're magnificent. What do cabbages do again? I think I'll go with the cabbage. Other than that, it would maybe be like some of the daikons again. Like, it's always nice just having a quick way to get back. And tonight we're hanging out with Risette. Hi, Senpai. I hate how this fog feels. It's keeping away a lot of our customers, so we're closing up earlier than usual. Hey, you mind if we talk a little to help take my mind off things? Yep, we can do that. Really? Yay, I get to spend time with you! This should set us up for the max rank. I think I barely squeezed by our math final. When I was working, I had to get tutoring on the side all year round since I didn't get to school much. My grandma doesn't nag me to study, but I still gotta try harder. Maybe that's why Shu had trouble finding a tutor, because the only tutor that was good enough for him was already being used by Risette all the time.
Oh.
I know. Next time I'll have you give me a private lesson. Yeah, I'm good for that. Yay! You're smart, reliable, and nice to boot. I like you. Alright then, I'll have you tutor me. I can't wait. You enjoyed your idle chat with Risette, and your relationship will become stronger soon.
Oh.
Oh wow, it's this late already? Sorry, I gotta get back. Oh, but before I go, give me your hand, Senpai.
I want you to have it, Senpai.
A rainbow conpedo from Risette. Ta-da! Surprise present. Did I get you? Well, good night, Senpai.
Good night, Senpai.
That's probably a decent item. I'd have to look what it actually is. Okay, 2 days to go. You overhear students talking. I'm getting kind of used to this thick fog now. I'm not worried about not being able to see anymore. I feel so relieved once I realize that only those right next to me can even see me. I used to freak out thinking that a teacher would see me in town and they'd stop and yell at me.
But thanks to this fog, none of my teachers would know me, even if I was 5 feet away. You're right, I feel kind of relieved because of the fog, too. Some people get ill from it, but I'm alright so far. Plus, I'm kind of excited that it might be the end of the world. We might actually get to see it. I know, what's gonna happen at the end of the world? I wonder. It's like that variety show that plays at midnight. Nobody knows what's gonna happen. Recently, the shows have just been kind of weird, but at least it's entertaining. It's like finding random shows that don't show up on the programming guide. Yeah, so far I don't think that you actually get to see any of those. Like, I'm pretty sure the game, there's like just nothing. Hey, Naoto!
Hello.
Oh yes, can you spare some time with me today? We need to take the time to refresh our minds every so often, lest we become overwhelmed with exhaustion. Yep, we're ready to rank up. Let's do it. Samagawa floodplain. The man in black you met before is waiting here. Fog has enveloped the area.
I am Yakushiji, Secretary of the Shirogane Estate. I humbly apologize for the other day.
I must also apologize. Though I may not have known. I involved you in this. It was an act put on by my grandpa.
That's fine.
My master has been terribly saddened by Naoto-sama's state of affairs lately. Lacking acquaintances to confide in, she devotes every fiber of her being to work. My master wanted Naoto-sama to regain the joy she felt in days past. To regain the feelings when all that she wanted was to be a detective, but regardless of her heritage or gender. I involved you at my own discretion, believing you to be trustworthy. Please forgive me.
I received this from Yakushiji-san. It's the final challenge.
Yeah, so not making a secret out of it anymore. Now we're just... But we're still gonna have the challenge. The card reads as follows. I did what you can't stand to at a place you'd be fond of. But underneath, rather than inside.
A place I'd be fond of.
Somewhere bright, somewhere quiet, somewhere high. I think it was this.
You remembered.
Naoto's nodding cheerfully. Nice.
The highest place around here is... the hill. Next, what I can't stand to do. There are several possibilities, but...
Well, this probably relates to what we've been doing, which is picking up things from her past all this time.
That's right. Did I mention that before?
It's the logical conclusion from this entire quest we've been going through.
Considering what's at the hill, the most likely answer is the trash can. I have an inkling of what might be there. Let's go, Senpai.
After all, if it's the final challenge, then it must be like just the final part of the collection of the legendary treasures.
I forgot this thing even existed. It's the last of the 7 tools. The detective's pocketbook. All the things I had forgotten about are packed in here. I think Grandpa wanted to remind me of them. This childish game. He's selfish indeed. Forcing me to recall all this now. I was trying so hard.
Well, as Ayane said, sometimes you have to be a little selfish.
Not to be underestimated. Not to be condescended to.
You calm down and upset Naoto.
If I solved this town's murder case, then everyone would accept me. They would acknowledge me as the 5th in the Shirogane lineage of detectives. That's what I told myself. I just wanted to be accepted. I wanted to be needed. That's why I fretted and stood on my tiptoes and focused only on solving the case. But the original reason I wanted to become a detective, it was because mysteries intrigued me and I could help people by solving them. That's all. I remember now.
It was just your passion.
Do you recall the time I faced myself in the TV world? It was my task to accept the self who yelled, "I want a reason for me to stay." But my reason to stay was not solely to solve the crime. You, everyone, gave me a reason. You gave me a place to stay.
Naoto is trying to smile through her tears.
I have to be an adult. I have to be a man. With that way of thinking, I was running from myself. I don't need to look for something to change or something to accomplish. I only need to have faith in myself. I finally think I can accept myself. That I'm a woman. That I haven't yet become the detective I wanted to be. I am a woman. And a detective. One who is seeking the truth with you and the others.
You can sense Naoto's strong will. You feel your relationship with Naoto has grown deeper. And now she can take a mortal blow for us in battle.
I'm really glad I came to this town. It's where you and I live. And all the others, too.
You, me, and the rest of them. But yeah, it's nice once you get, like, you finally get to see Naoto, like, really reach the point of facing herself and all of her conflicts that she's been going through. Just to see her come to the conclusion of that. Okay, more tutoring. And we can deepen it again. So, we've gone from not doing this one at all.
Like this?
This forms a circle here with a radius equal to the base of the triangle, and the height is,
You begin to explain the problem to him in an easy, understood manner. We've gone from not doing this at all to rank 3.
what do you think of your school?
Okay. So for me, it's fun, but I think for the social link, we gotta go with this.
I guess schools are like that everywhere.
He nods to himself.
Moving on to other matters, there's a transfer student in my class. He looks down on everything here and says we're all a bunch of hicks living in the boonies. Everyone ignores him. Well, it is the countryside. You're right. He laughs. I guess being out here is like being the proverbial frog in the well. Oh, that's what he said, that he was the frog because he's from the city and out here is the country and, school's a pain. All my classmates are stupid and the lessons they try to teach are absolutely pointless. Your lessons
are a lot easier to understand.
It seems that Shu is slowly opening up to you. You feel your relationship with Shu is deepened. Ding! The tutored student is at rank 3. Tower personas are up.
Oh, time's up. This is a good spot to finish, actually. So let's just end it for today.
Finished
Take
your
care
tutoring
now.
job and went home.
10,000 yen. Nice.
Hello.
Good morning, Senpai. We've been running into each other quite a lot, haven't we? Yeah, we just spent, like, yesterday now.
Do you remember what Adachi said? Inaba will disappear into the fog by the end of the year. Nobody has been kidnapped, and we still need to be conscious of our time limit now. It's important to be ready for what lies ahead, but we should hurry.
You're right. Time limit?
I can't be sure exactly what day he meant. I thought that the weather might be a key to knowing how long we have, but it's foggy every day now. If Itachi was telling the truth, then the lives of all mankind are at stake. We have to make sure we stop him no matter what.
Yeah, that is one of the things, is that the only real way you have of telling is almost like these segments where it's like you start to see as things get more and more chaotic. Classroom is in uproar.
Hey, did you hear the fog made someone faint? Oh yeah, I heard it was someone from 3-3. We don't know what really caused it, right? No point in panicking. I worry more about getting a gas mask. If you don't, you could be next. Hey, be quiet, everyone. Class is still in session. No talking.
The uproar continues. Yeah, so we're kind of outside of the peaceful days now. Okay, dog, one more time. Still wary. Here, have another steak skewer. Arf, arf. The unfamiliar dog gulped the food right down. You feel as if the dog's opening up to you quite a bit. Should you try calling its name again? Mika-chan. Arf. It answered. The dog seems to be Mika-chan. You should tell the lady in Okina who is looking for Mika-chan. Still absorbed in Sosai Daigaku. I mean, considering that the dog is going to be there constantly, just every single day, I'm sure that the lady will be able to find the dog just heading over there. You told her about the dog you saw.
That's her, my Mika-chan. I'll make my husband drive out there. Amy-chan will be with me too, so she'll be able to find her by scent. Thank you so much. This is for you, as thanks.
Got a Hikara shirt. I'll have to try that out. I wonder if that's any better than what we have. So for today, we're going to hang out with Ai.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why we had to do Ask Ko earlier this week, so that we can then be ready to do this one. Will you spend the afternoon? Let's do it.
Sure.
Okay. She looks almost happy. Yasugami High Rooftop. I yanked your arm all the way up here. Fog has enveloped the area.
So, did you ask him what kind of girl he likes?
He told Ai about Ko's type. Nice girls.
Nice. He didn't say anything about being cute? Not even like a beautiful woman or anything like that?
She looks almost panicked.
But every guy wants to be with a pretty girl, right? It's the good-looking girls who find love, isn't it? Forget this. I'm tired of beating around the bush. Just go ask him if he's got a crush on anyone. What are you waiting for? Go!
You don't appear to have a choice. You decide to check downstairs.
Oh, hey, Forrest. Man, I've got to piss like a racehorse.
Fantastic timing. You asked Ko if he has a crush on anyone in particular.
Huh? You want to know who I like?
This is awkward. Well, you made one more honest effort to get him to tell you.
Alright, but I'm only telling you this because I trust you, man. Don't tell her. In fact, don't tell anybody.
Chie-san.
Chie-san, damn it. Are you happy now? And while I'm at it, let me tell you, I'm goddamn jealous that you sat next to her in class, you lucky bastard. See you later. I've really got to go.
You feel the presence of someone watching you. It seems I was eavesdropping. And she's immediately on the ledge.
Don't come any closer. Chie? As in Chie-san Tanaka, right? That frumpy girl? I got beat out by that? I'm 100 times better looking.
Okay, man. Yeah, I don't know how... The fact that it's just like... I don't know how Chie would feel about that. It's like... Some girl heard that a guy liked you better than her, and she was then prepared to jump off of the school. Like that, it's like simultaneously like both really concerning about Ai, and it also feels like it's like, damn me, like a burn on Chie at the same time. Ai has lost her composure. You need to calm her down before it gets any worse.
Guys like pretty girls, don't they? I'm pretty now, and I had to work hard to become this way. And if I can't be loved, then what's the point?
Okay, try to calm down. I'll hear you out, okay, Ai? But she decided to come over. Okay, crisis averted.
I used to be fat and clumsy. My family was poor, and everyone at school bullied me all the time. They used to surround me and say I was gross, or they called me names like Piggy Hara. Boy I had a crush on even told me not to look at him because I'd give him my germs. Those awful memories still haunt me in my nightmares. About the time I entered middle school, my family came into their money. Everyone got so jealous of us that we ran away and moved here. I knew this was my chance to start over. It was time to show them all. I dieted, got into shape, and read every fashion or women's magazine I could get my hands on. I studied them like they were textbooks and learned all the secrets, everything from attracting guys to smiling better. But looks like it was all for nothing. I couldn't be loved unless I became pretty, and now that I am, I still can't have it. I guess I'm doomed. I'll never be loved, will I?
It's not like I have any other redeeming qualities.
I mean, by the sounds of it, you're very hardworking and determined to put all that effort in. He just doesn't know you. He just doesn't know you, and it's just a crush, right?
You're so nice to me.
I should have fallen in love with you.
However, you are already in a relationship with another girl. What do you want to do?
Just kidding.
Ellipses.
Hey, why don't you and I just go out?
Yeah, but that sounds super casual. Are you sure about that? If you really are, maybe?
You're a weird guy. You're right, I'm sorry. I'm still a little confused.
Smiles sadly. You feel your relationship with Ai has grown deeper. Yeah, break 6, quite the roller coaster for her. Like, she has quite the social link compared to, like, almost anybody else. Like, it actually has multiple routes to it, depending on how you do it, considering that this is, like, the earliest you can get in a relationship with another girl. And there is a branching difference in how the social link goes from whether you do or not.
I'm going home now.
Thank you.
I walk down the stairs with heavy footsteps. You decided to go home. Okay, now that we navigated through that, there's just one thing left to do, and I hope that it is not going to be a problem. Oh, thank God. So, yeah, I think that, like, during tests, like, there was a time where Naoto wasn't here, and I think that might have been because in doing that dry run of it, I'd hung out with Marie on the same day, and I think that particular Marie social link causes like everyone to not be available at nighttime. But yeah, so to finish things off, gonna hang out with Naoto and call it a day. Seems Naoto's having a hard time calming down. Talking with her and relaxing may be a good idea.
Thank you. Well then.
Naoto seems happy.
There's something my grandpa used to tell me. Men fear what they do not understand. Instead, they want easy answers. They'd rather be at peace knowing something than stay in the dark. It's ironic, in a way, that the townspeople are murmuring about the fog being poisonous. Fog is in fact harmless, yet they feel calmer by treating it as a threat.
Are we sure about that, Naoto? Are we sure about it at this point that it is still harmless? I can understand that.
Yes.
Oh, I agree. By convincing themselves that one is safe so long as one wears a gas mask, the town's peace is maintained.
Naoto is nodding.
I'm planning to ask the police for their cooperation on this matter and spreading accurate information to the townspeople. It may only be a drop in the bucket, but it's better than doing nothing.
I don't know, I feel like they might be losing it at this point now. Like you just go to the police station and people are already turning into shadows or something. It's like, yeah, I guess we can try and calm people down. Meanwhile, a slime is growing in the back and just consuming officers left and right.
Oh.
Oh, will you look at the time? It seems that we've been chatting for quite a while. Ah, yes, I have something for you. You may perhaps find it useful.
Please accept it.
You received a sedative from Naoto. This is how she's been sleeping at night. Like, just like with the fog and the mess of everything that's going on, and probably dealing with her own coming to better understand her situation. It's just like, yeah, I just have a ton of these every night.
Well then, let's go home.
You saw Naoto
Good
off
night.
and then went home. And that's going to do it for this week. Today was a ton of social linking, and oh boy, I still need to make a decision with regards to next week, whether I'm going to include a grinding day in the dungeon or not. I'm debating it, but it depends on what direction I decide to go with social linking. I still have to math a few things out to really decide, but for now, that's going to do it. So thank you all so much for watching. May you soar like the amazing falcons you are, and a wonderful day. Peace out.